Hi everyone, my name is Shilpa and welcome back to the channel. In this video today, in the series of one asana at a time, I am going to demonstrate Malasana. The name Malasana actually comes from Mala Asana. Mala means the stools. So this is a great pose to be in when you are passing your stools. Very simply put. Malasana became Malasana and probably after that it was translated as garden pose. But there is no similarity between garden and this pose. So in English we can call it Asian squat pose. As in Asian cultures, this is a typical squat position where people sit normally in day-to-day life. For few people, this can be very easy pose because anatomically they are made that way. But for few people, it can be very difficult, very challenging to sit in Malasana. I will be giving a few modifications which you can include to improve on your whatever stage you are at. You can just go on improving to go into the right pose. This pose is very beneficial, particularly for women. Particularly at two times in the women's life. Like one is in the pregnancy because it helps in natural childbirth, and the second time during the menopause and perimenopause because it gives good blood circulation to your uterus. So you have to practice this every day probably. So this pose, even if you're not doing any other asana, you can practice on this pose every day. Increase the duration that you can sit into it. You can read a book, you can watch a TV series, whatever you want you can do in this pose and increase the duration that you can really sit in this pose. The benefits that this pose offers are: it stretches the hamstrings, calves and ankles. It improves the digestion. It opens the hips and groin area. It stretches your back, also a little bit of shoulder. And it is good pose to do during the pregnancy. And of course there are a few contraindications, like if you have a lower back injury or if you have knee injuries, then don't go very deep into the pose. You can do the pose with a little bit of support. So let's start and let's see how this pose is done. Now you can directly go in this pose or you can do a little bit of preparatory pose. So let's start with standing with the legs hip width apart. When you want to inhale here, you can keep your hands on your hips. As you inhale, lift your chest up, and as you exhale, fold forward. So press your hips back as you fold halfway down. You can stay here. You can even keep your hands on your thighs and try to make sure that your back is straight. Take a few breaths here and then slowly release your head down. Coming into the big toe pose or forward bend. Just spend some time here. Maybe you can clasp your elbows and move around. Try to open your hips here. You can even bring your hands back and stretch your back a little more. Do whatever feels good. So after this, you're going to open your legs out, maybe a little more than hip width apart, and move your toes to 45 degrees. You're going to inhale here in the center, extend your back and exhale. Allow your head to go down. Inhale. And now this time when you exhale, you're going to start bending your knees. So bend your knees as much as you can and come into the pose. This is the pose. This is Asian squat pose or Malasana. Now, few things that I don't want you to do is don't lean forward. So this is really bad. Keep your back straight. Use your elbows to push your knees out and extend your back. Lift your chest up. Gaze should be in front. Don't look down, there is nothing over there. So keep your gaze in front. Maybe smile on your face is a good addition to this. And breathe in and out through your nose. Now, though this can be very easy for few people, it can be a very challenging job. So what you can do is there are actually two things which are challenging. One is the ankle. So some people have a problem in the ankle joint, and the second problem will be the knee. So the first thing, that is the ankle support, you can just take your mat and fold it over to create a kind of a blanket. Or you can take a blanket and then keep your heels on that blanket. Again, toes out and come into the pose. So this will give you a little step up on things, and it will be a little easy on your ankles. So you can start from here. If this is also difficult, which can be for a few people because of tight hamstrings and knees, so for them you can use a block. So you can place a block here and sit on top of that block and then go in the pose. After you've done this for a little while, maybe reduce the height of the block and then reduce the block completely. So as you practice over time, see, in yoga we call it practice because we keep on doing that thing till you get it. So there is nothing as perfection. It's always practice. And with practice, you can achieve this no matter what level you are. All you require is patience and consistency. If you want to go a little deeper in this pose, you can bring your hand down and add a little bit of twist. So you can bring your hand up as you inhale, exhale down, inhale up, exhale, inhale and exhale and hold. This is a good addition to Malasana. Extending the hands, spreading your fingers out. You can even move your fingers up there, feel the blood circulation going all the way up there. And release. Let's take it on the other side. So you can keep your hand down. You can either keep it straight, or for more challenge, you can bend your elbow. And inhale, other hand goes up and exhale up. Inhale up and exhale. And inhale up and hold it. Continue to breathe. Spread your fingertips. Feel the blood circulation all the way from your heels, all the way to your toe, and all the way to your fingertips. And release it down. Now you can practice this any time of the day and try to increase the duration of sitting in this pose. So you can start with 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever you can, and increase it to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Try it. It's great. It's great for your body. It helps for your bowels. So it really is good for the excretory system as well. This also, you can also do, if you know the bandhas, then you can also include Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha in this particular pose to add a little extra to this pose. It's a good grounding pose. So think about something that really grounds you. You can also focus on your Muladhara chakra in this pose. Muladhara chakra is at the bottom of your vertebra, you can call it a tailbone. Focus at that point. It gives you a sense of grounding, sense of security, safety. When you want to come out of this pose, you can just bring your hands down and slowly come in the child's pose. So you're going to join the toes, open your knees as wide as possible and sit on your heels. So touch your hips to your heels and then extend your hands out and relax your head. You can stay in this pose as long as you want to and then slowly come up. So this was Malasana. Try it at home and let me know how was your experience in the comment box below. Is there any pose that you want me to cover in this one pose series? Let me know that as well. Don't forget to like the video, and I hope you have already subscribed, but if you have not, make sure to subscribe and click that notification icon as well. Thank you so much. Namaste.